pitched a damn shutout. That's unbelievable. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Hell of a job.
Enjoy the moment, everything we just went through today. But at the end of the day, we took a dub, and let's worry about Tennessee. Jags on 3. 1, 2, 3. Jags!
Oh, the sweet sound of a victory in the locker room. Good job to our Jaguars, and I have to personally apologize to them because I was very morbid last podcast, and I believe that they weren't going to win any games for the rest of the season. So thank you for proving me and the rest of Jacksonville wrong.
Don't worry, Olivia. We didn't dress in black, but we believe probably the same thing.
Yes.
Speaking of dressing, it's Dress Down Tuesday.
Dress Down
I like
Tuesday.
it.
So I paid $1. Did you pay $1 to? You usually have to pay to wear jeans or something.
I paid the fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
We like it. All right, guys. Well, speaking of victory,
Hello.
Dan, it's your week.
Hey! Hey!
Is that a typo?
Look at that.
I triple checked. I even called Santa and his
Of course
elves
you
to
did.
make sure.
Of course you did.
Hey, you got a chance now. You're only 11 back.
All right, we're coming.
4 by 4 by 4 by 4 would get you the win.
Yeah. We got a lot of bowls still. We got a lot of stuff coming up.
We've got a lot of bowls. We've got a lot of pro.
All right.
And tonight we're going to start with the pro because of how well our Jags did. And then we'll get into college. And of course, the big show on Saturday is the big Heisman Trophy. So
Yes.
we've got to talk about that, and we'll pick our Heisman Trophy winners. So let's go pro, starting with our very first third.
Is it weird that Dan picked Felipe Franks for the Heisman?
Is that wrong?
Yeah. Kidding.
Next
Sorry,
time,
just throwing you
next
off.
time.
Okay, keep
No, you're
going.
good. All right, we're going to start with the Saints and the Buccaneers, with these Saints favored by 8.
We're jumping right into the picks.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's a Take Your Pick podcast, you know?
Yes. Dan. The Saints coming on. I predicted the Saints.
You did.
The Bucks are weird. Why did the Bucks win last week against
Bucks
Carolina?
played better. Jameis had a really nice game, but I like the Saints.
8 points at
Bounce
home.
back. Yeah, it's a lot of points at home. Home dog always gets a bone, you know.
And remember, this is the game that everybody said the Saints. What's wrong with the Saints? Remember,
The Bucks beat them week 1.
on the road.
Yeah.
I'm going to say there's a matchup deal here.
Okay.
I'm taking the Bucks and the points.
All right.
All right.
I like that.
Even when Dan's creeping up on you. We're going to risk
I'm not
it.
confident.
We're going to risk it. All right, let's do our next pick. We got the Falcons and the Green Bay Packers, with the Packers favored by 6 and a new head coach.
By the way, there's an argument that these two teams are more disappointing than the Jags.
Really?
You can make the argument. I mean, listen, the Atlanta Falcons can't score. They had 137 yards, and the Falcons have Matt Ryan and Julio Jones and Tevin Coleman and Mohamed Sanu and what do you want? How can you not score? 137 yards last week against Baltimore, I think it was. Green Bay is miserable. Just fired the coach. Green Bay will get probably the coaching bump. You usually see the bump. I'm going to take Green Bay.
I hate the Falcons. They've let me down all year. I'm taking Green Bay.
Well, it's quick and easy.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's snowing in Lambeau yet. It's December.
Wasn't it snowing on Sunday?
Could be.
In Lambeau?
Yeah.
Oh, against Arizona?
I think it was.
And they lost in the snow at home in December to Arizona?
It was terrible.
I didn't even realize it snowed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do our third pick. We got the Jets and the Bills, with the Bills favored by 3.5.
I'm going with the gritty, gutty Buffalo Bills. Lay the points at home. I like, having gone up there and watched them at home. I think Darnold will probably be back. Oops, sorry. I think Darnold will probably be back. So I'm going to go with Buffalo.
Yeah. I'll take Buffalo,
Buffalo.
too.
Okay.
Okay, moving on.
I got nothing to say about that.
We got the Patriots and the
didn't.
Dolphins, with the Patriots favored by 8.
Yeah, this is a game for years the Dolphins would win.
See, you know that, and I know this. Patriots are 1-4 in their last 5 trips to Miami, so I'm going to take Miami in the points.
Yeah, it's weird, huh?
Yeah.
And the Patriots are just kind of methodically.
Yeah. They're 9-3 though.
I know, they win.
They're
anyway.
fine.
They
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
But the Dolphins
I think
are
they
6
win.
and 6. A big game for Dolphins.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins lose, but I'll take the points.
What's my rule?
Always take the Patriots.
I'll take
or
the
never
Patriots.
best
All right.
against the Patriots.
All right.
All right, we got the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs, with the Chiefs favored by 6.5.
Another tough one, man.
Yeah, Baltimore's playing over their head, I think. I don't get why Baltimore's any good. Kansas City, I think they kind of got taken aback last week because of the Kareem Hunt stuff, and so they were just okay in Oakland. They're going to be good at Arrowhead. I think Kansas City wins by double digits.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know who's starting a quarterback for Baltimore. I know Lamar Jackson's 3-0 in his 3 starts, but Kansas City at home, just less than a touchdown. I like Kansas City too.
Okay, guys, moving on. We have the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns, with the Panthers favored by 1.5.
Reeling Carolina Panthers against Cleveland is much improved this year. 4-7-1, I think they are. I got to go with Carolina. In almost a pick'em type game.
I'm mad at Carolina. They hurt me last week in one of my pools, and I don't get, again, Atlanta, Green Bay, Jags, and now Carolina, who had 6 wins. They were 6-2.
6 now, are they?
They're 6-6.
Yeah.
They lost 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Guess what? The
5 in a row?
Browns, I think they're going to win this game.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Browns.
All right.
Or at least cover or win.
Well, if they cover, they probably win.
Yeah.
Right, unless they win by 1.
Right.
I won't be a soothsayer on that. I'll just say, hey, Browns are going to win.
There we go.
Baker's been playing good football. He just threw 3 picks last week that cost him.
Yeah. Well, Cam threw 4, so and his shoulders hurt.
He was still the better one.
I'll take Cleveland.
All right, guys, we're moving on to our next pick with the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins, with the Redskins favored by 1.5.
This is easy. The Giants are playing actually pretty good football. They probably shouldn't have lost to the Eagles. They would have 4 wins in a row.
Might have climbed back into it.
And now they're playing a Washington team who's on their 3rd quarterback with Mark Sanchez. Butt fumble!
Oh, boy. Yeah, I like the Giants as well. I think the Giants outright win that game. Could be Washington's last stand, but I'd roll with the Giants on this one.
Aren't the Redskins on their 3rd quarterback by now?
Colt
Yes.
McCoy broke his fibula yesterday, and now it's Mark Sanchez.
My gosh. I thought USF completely blowed out UCF. All right, we got the Bengals and the Chargers, with the Chargers favored by
2
14.
touchdowns. A.J. Green's done. Jeff Driscoll's a quarterback. The Chargers are playing as well as anybody. It's a lot of
14
points.
is so much.
God, it's a lot of points. But, they lost. The Bengals lost by. I'm going to go with the Chargers. I'll lay those 14. I'm going to do it.
They can't even be. How many times can you try to save Marvin Lewis's job? It can't be up to that.
Yeah, and then they're going to turn around, can him, and hire Hugh.
Yeah, but then the Chargers. See, this is a Chargers game, and that they would probably fall asleep on normally.
Yeah.
But it's a different Chargers team. MVP candidate Phillip Rivers. I'm going to take the Chargers. I don't know how you take the Bengals here. It's going to be blowout city.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, we're moving on. We got the Denver Broncos and the San Francisco 49ers, with the Broncos favored by 5.5.
I'm so mad at the NFL this year. Because the Broncos are what the Jags should have been. The Broncos got off the mat, and the Jags didn't get off the mat. I mean, the Broncos are in the mix. They're 6-6 with winnable games ahead. The Jags should be 6-6 with a tough one this week on the road, but winnable games down the stretch, and you could be a part of it. It makes me ticked off, quite frankly.
That's fair.
I'll take Broncos.
Me too.
Go, quick and easy.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We got the Steelers with the nice helmet.
Very good call.
And we got the Raiders with the Steelers favored by 11.
Listen, Steelers should lose 3 in a row, Dan, but this is a get-right game.
Well, James Conner's out. He won't play this week. They don't have a great group of running backs. They're reeling a little bit, but Oakland is so bad. And they showed a little life at home against Kansas City. They scored 33, but I think Big Ben throws it 50 times and they cover the 11.
I was going to say the same thing. It's like 52 throws for Ben. Though he seems like he does it every week, even if he has a running back.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're going to. I don't know how you pick the Raiders here. You're going to pick Pittsburgh.
All right, guys. Moving on to our next pick with the Philadelphia
there's a
Eagles and the
showdown.
Dallas
Great game.
Cowboys,
Yeah.
with the Cowboys favored by 4.
Might be the game of the week, though there's another one coming up in a bit that's pretty good, too. I'm going to ride with Dallas.
Yeah, I'm a believer too. 3-5, I penciled them in as done, and their defense is tough. And I just don't think Philly's going to make. I said at the beginning of the year I don't think Philadelphia was going to make the playoffs. Now I didn't think Dallas was either, but I didn't think Philadelphia was going to make the playoffs. You get a Super Bowl year in the NFL; they're all so close. You need a lot of luck, and the next year you don't get that luck.
Yep.
And I know Philly's won a couple in a row, but they've gotten not really impressive.
It still wasn't impressive.
Yeah,
they weren't big last night, but it wasn't impressive.
No, I like Dallas too. I'll lay the 4.
Laying the 4. All right, and we move on to our next pick with the Lions and
gosh.
the Arizona Cardinals,
What a
with
dog
the
game that
Lions
is.
favored by 2.5.
By the way, I love the Honolulu blue.
Yeah, it's good.
Gosh, that's a beautiful
It
color.
really is. It looks like it's like electric, like neon, like there's a light behind
Fantastic.
it.
One of my
describe
faves.
that very well. I'll take the Lions.
Thinking the Lions?
Yeah. Arizona showed a lot last week, by the way.
I'm going to take the Lions, too. Arizona, they got their win. They're done. They're 4-12 to finish.
Yeah, you got to play for top 5 picks around here now.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to move on with the LA Rams and the Chicago Bears, with the Rams favored by 3.
Getting a Mets update, Stan.
3 points. The Mets make
Just
another
3.
trade?
Hearing it's unlikely the Mets would put Conforto in any potential deal with Real Muto.
Breaking news.
They like him.
You can't trade Conforto.
No, they like him. Real Muto would be a nice get for the Mets, though.
Oh, man.
Trade him within the division. Might
dancing
be able to do
to get
anything.
him.
All right, Chicago. Adam Shaheen, by the way, from Ashland University, with a nice touchdown catch last week.
Go Eagles.
I mean, are you giving me the Rams in just 3 points?
Looks like it.
I'll take the Rams. Trubisky's got to be playing now. Is he back? It's Tuesday. This is hard, Olivia. Tuesday to know what's going to happen on Sunday with injuries. But I'm going to take the Rams.
I think I'm going to take the Bears.
All
Windy
right.
City,
Home.
Chicago.
At night.
You know, the Rams didn't play well last week.
No, they didn't. I don't know. Vegas, I would think the line might be a little bit more. So I'm going to take, maybe Vegas knows something. I'm going to ride with the Bears.
Let me ask you this. If you were the Rams and you played last week at Detroit, and now you got to go back and play at Chicago, why don't you just stay?
Nah, because it's too much of a pain.
It is a pain, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's only an extra hour ride, probably.
Right.
But it just feels like you should stay.
Yeah, at that point. Isn't it more of a
If you
pain
were
to
going-
travel
If
back
you were
and
going
forth?
home for the holidays and you're going to go visit people in Detroit and Chicago, you wouldn't probably fly back. You'd
I
just
wouldn't.
go right there.
Yeah.
Makes no sense, but I'm just. It's
You'll be home with your
curious.
family.
Yeah, a whole
Yeah.
week.
That's right. All right,
How
guys.
we got here?
We got our next pick. We got the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks on Monday night, with the Seahawks favored by 3.5.
Well, I tell you what, Minnesota, who the Jags practice against in August, I'm going to chalk them up for another disappointing team.
They're
If
still
they
in the
don't
hunt,
make
though.
it, they are. They're in the
Yeah.
mix, and I still think they're dangerous.
Yeah.
In fact, so much so that I'm going to pick Minnesota here.
Yeah, I'm going to take Seattle. And I'm probably 0-12 if I went back and looking at my picks with the Seahawks. I'm not very good at feeling Seattle. So if you're a Seattle fan, I apologize. But I think Seattle at
all one of
home, Monday night, although the Vikings know they got to get a dub. But I'm not sold on.
Seattle also get a dub, too. They're right in the middle of it.
I didn't like Adam Thielen popping off at Bill Belichick.
You don't like that?
I didn't like that.
Yeah. Here's the deal. Another probably undertold story. Who did I say got off the mat earlier?
Denver.
Denver. And he saved his job, by the way, Vance Joseph, it
Yes.
looks like. Well, Pete Carroll, got to tip your cap, man. That guy
Great
can
job this
coach.
year.
I mean, their offensive line's been a mess for years.
It's gotten better this year, and
And
Russell
they
Wilson
did.
is fantastic.
Oh, he's so good.
29 touchdown
I
passes.
mean, talk about a guy who can carry the team.
Yeah.
And again, he allowed that offensive line to get better. So hats off to Seattle.
All right, throw the one up there. Let's go.
We're going to
Let's
throw
get
the
it done.
AFC South
Okay.
rankings up
All right.
there with
Hey,
much improved.
look at that.
Oh, my God.
4-8, baby.
4-8.
I like
better.
it.
To
It's
be
better.
a 4-8er.
Oh,
New song, Dan.
That's,
How do you like that
Yiddish.
little rendition?
are we over here or no?
Yeah, we're going to try something new.
But anyway, there's a stage. I can't get over this. How good do you think Houston is?
I think Houston's pretty good. I think that J.J. Watt has exceeded what I thought he'd be. I think Jadeveon Clowney's played great. I think Tyrann Mathieu on the back of that. And I think Bill O'Brien's going to win his 3rd title in 5 years.
Yeah.
So you
He's a
got to
good
give
coach.
him credit.
Good coach.
And then obviously, and I haven't even mentioned the big thing, and that's Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. And by the way, and I will say this about Houston. I said this earlier in the year. They have been absolutely
And by the way,
devastated
Lamar
by.
Miller's running well.
He is. They've been devastated by injuries the last few years.
Yeah.
And still managed sometimes to win the South.
Yeah.
Didn't have a quarterback for all those years. Remember how many people they
I
would
know.
put in there?
I know.
And they still win the South sometimes. Well, this year, I think they're getting that kind of that lady luck of the Jags last year where they're not getting beat up. And they've probably earned that, by the way. 9 in a row. It's amazing.
All right, let's move on to our 2 AFC matchups this week. We got the Colts and we got the Texans, with the Texans favored by 4.5.
Now, keep in mind, remember, this is the game that Frank Reich blew last week's game, probably in hindsight, although that's easy to say, because I probably would have gone for it on all those 4th downs too. But he blew the game against the Texans earlier in the year when he went for it at midfield instead of playing for overtime, and he just gave up a win. And they're in the middle of this thing. But I think Houston's just going to keep rolling. I think they win and they cover.
I think Houston has a chance of winning out. I think I have a chance of going 13 wins in a row
Wow.
and being a 1 or a 2 seed. I'm going to take Houston as well. the Colts were very unimpressive last week, and I think they'll play better because of the pride thing. You always bounce back in the NFL. But I think Houston covers.
Water finds its level. Colts still, they're okay.
Andrew Luck had a bad game on Sunday.
Yeah, I was going to say, what
Give the
happened
Jags
on
credit,
Sunday?
but he had a bad game.
He did have a bad game.
I haven't seen him look that bad in a long time.
Was it him looking bad or our defense
The
looking
defense
really
gets
good?
a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took away everything downfield.
They did. They did. All right, guys, and of course that takes us to our Jaguars Thursday night game taking on the Tennessee Titans, with the Titans favored by 4.5.
Wow, 4.5 points, Dan. You know the final of this game might be 6-3.
That's true.
It was 9-6 here.
9-6 here, yeah.
I'm tempted to take the Jags, but here's the deal. Let's be honest about this game. 2 games in 5 days. Road teams are 2-9 this year on Thursday Night Football. The Jags have a hard time beating Tennessee. Tennessee's tougher, it seems like, in this series the last few times. They have more to play for. Jags still don't have an offense. I don't. They might cover, though. That's the problem. But I think Tennessee's going to win. I think they're going to actually win big.
Oh, I think they're going to blow them out.
Yeah.
I don't have any. I've been to Nashville for 2 of the worst Jaguar performances in the last decade, including last year when it didn't matter, which was okay, and then of course Gus's game, 27-0 at the half.
That was bad.
We were a national laughingstock that night.
And it might be again Thursday.
I think our offense is just, I don't know what the word is. It's
Not
terrible.
Functionable.
It's awful.
That's 2 words.
Hideous. It's
That's 2 words.
pathetic. And
Even
that's
Bradley.
with Leonard Fournette back. I have no good vibe on this one at all. Hope I'm wrong. Hope it is a 9-6 game. That's the only way the Jags can win.
Leonard will be fresh.
Blake might get some playing time because I worry
You're
about
still
Cody.
predicting Cody Kessler.
I worry about him getting through the season.
Well, he
yes.
did go to concussion
He
protocol
almost
the other day.
Yeah.
didn't make it through the half.
Yeah, he did. He had the tight shot where he's like,
All right. Anyway.
TV term.
All
Tight
right, guys,
shot.
we got some teases for you. What countdown to kickoff this Thursday with our Jags in Tennessee starts at 7 o'clock. Game coverage at 8:20 on Fox 30.
I'll be there.
Brent's going up there to Nash Vegas.
That's right. I hope I see it. I wonder if Garth will be there. I love Garth.
I don't know. You talked about doing some heavy drinking on Wednesday, though.
Well, got a long day Thursday to recover.
That's right.
Are we allowed to
that's
say
right.
that, or is that bad?
I have no idea.
It's the podcast,
And
right?
Brent will
Diet
be back.
Cokes, Diet
Even though
Cokes.
we
That's what
don't
I
have a
meant.
game at home, we'll do countdown to kickoff on Sunday, 11:30 a.m. CBS 47.
It'll be a big watched show. I think.
Big watch, lot to talk about.
Where are you going? We're
I
talking
don't know
about the
where he's
Heisman. Get
going.
over
Yeah.
here.
We got a new segment to do.
Let's stay right here. Look at
This Saturday, there's going to be a new Heisman winner.
I feel like I'm in the middle of this
You
and have
are.
nowhere to go.
You can pick a side.
I'm coming over here.
This is by the way, this is a wonderful graphic.
Shout out to Marcel
I think Marcel
Robinson.
Robinson put this together. Marcel, can you go put this in the Late Show tonight? I'd like to get a little more use out of it.
Good graphic.
No?
Wait, we have a couple more graphics that he made.
Okay.
Special edition just
All
for
right.
this podcast. All right, we got our first Heisman candidate with Tua
Gee, you got
Tagovailoa.
video. This is producing people.
Wow. Well done, kid.
Thank you. This is what I was hired for.
All right, so Tua, here's the deal, Dan.
Yeah.
Tua plays miserable because he gets the injury. Jalen Hurts is the hero, comes in. Tua's had a phenomenal year. But did he lose the Heisman on Saturday?
That's the only question. That he had the Heisman in his back pocket the entire year. It's so hard to go wire to wire as a Heisman Trophy candidate, and he almost did. But I now think this will be an unbelievably close vote with Tua and Murray. I don't know what percentage of voters sent their vote in before the weekend. That would be a mistake, in my opinion. I didn't vote until yesterday. And I spent some time on it. And I really think you can make an argument, obviously, for Tua. I think you can make an argument for Kyler. And I think the poor kid getting overlooked here, who has had a Heisman-like year, is the Ohio State quarterback as well.
Yeah,
They've all been terrific.
We haven't got to him yet.
No, not yet.
Is Kyler Murray next?
Tua did these numbers you can't. You have to
Ignore.
throw away. He didn't play about 4 games worth because he sat out in the fourth quarter.
You could name your number on the touchdowns and passing yards.
Yes.
If you wanted to
Yes,
for him.
that's how good he was.
Yeah.
But as good
that's
as he
how good
was,
they are.
But as
Yeah.
good as he
Yeah.
was, the quarterback at Oklahoma was good too.
That's right. And we're going to move right on next to
Let's see the
Kyler
numbers.
Murray.
Yeah.
Junior.
What you don't have here is his rushing total. He had almost 900 rushing yards.
Are you ripping Marcel? For not having
No. I'm just these are
tries,
these
man.
are these are comparative numbers for each quarterback, which is fair.
Dan, here's my problem here, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
You and I play
Big
better
12.
cornerback in the Big 12 than some of these guys. But
Well, I mean, it's a bad. I mean, for whatever
Guys are
reason,
wide open.
I don't know why, but the numbers are a bit inflated in the Big 12. I think that's fair, and I think you have to take that into consideration. But don't take away from what this kid accomplished, which are better numbers than last year's Heisman Trophy winner at Oklahoma.
yeah, and he's electrifying. He's
Yeah.
fun to watch when
Yeah.
he runs
He's
with
great.
the football.
Yeah, look at
He's
him.
right there.
I mean, he hits a gear. Watch. Let's see if he runs here.
Nah, he's throwing. Look at the
Look
form.
at his
Great
legs.
feet.
about the
Constant
time?
mobility.
Is that 9 Mississippi?
Who's our last guy? The last guy's overlooked too. And these are the 3 finalists. They'll all
Yep.
be in New York.
We got
Look
Dwayne
at these
Haskins.
numbers. More passing yards, 47 touchdowns. His last 3 or 4 games, he was out of this world. Now, he threw it a ton. He threw it 73 times, I think, in the loss to Purdue. But he was terrific down the stretch. He may have a big cat on his helmet next year.
By the way, latest mock draft. I think Brugler is he a CBS guy? I don't know if he's CBS.
What did I just say?
Jacksonville.
Yeah, he may have a big cat.
Well, that's what
right
Dan was
there.
referring to.
Yeah.
All right, who'd you vote for, Dan? Dan has a Heisman
It's
vote.
time
Who'd
to
you vote
reveal.
for?
Can't tell you. Tune in. I'll tell you in the next podcast.
Next time.
I'm like Herbie. Herbie, you're doing
Anticipation.
the game tonight. What are the keys to the Heisman winner? I can't tell you.
Hey, Dan, when you
That's sad.
when you retire, can I have the Heisman vote?
Yeah.
You just hand it to me.
I'll bequeath it to you.
With it to you.
Yeah, that's fine. There he is, Johnny Heisman. I've voted for the Heisman Trophy since 1996. I have to add up my record.
I was going to say, what?
Yeah, I've missed a few though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they've missed a few. I've been right every year. I think I voted.
Did you pick Peyton Manning?
Yes.
Did you pick Rex Grossman?
Yes. I think I voted for Deshaun Watson over Lamar Jackson. I'm almost positive. And I believe that Deshaun Watson was the most outstanding college football player. And Lamar Jackson was electric. But I think that year.
Was that a close vote?
I think that's the last. I don't remember. I think that's the last one I got wrong, according to who won.
This might be a close vote.
I
Yeah.
think it's going to be extremely close. But again, I don't know what percentage sent their votes in. You could have
Before
started.
Sunday,
I think
or
they
Saturday.
opened up the voting on the weekend.
Yeah, which is a crime. You shouldn't send it in.
Well, you
early.
should wait till Monday morning.
Yeah.
You got till 5 o'clock, and
Especially when all 3 guys are playing on that Saturday.
Yeah.
also fair. And I looked for. I will tell you this. I like to vote for someone in third place. Steve Spurrier taught me this. I like to vote for somebody in third because he's a voter.
Yeah.
In third place, I like to give a vote to somebody who maybe is.
Yeah.
But I just didn't feel that was fair to those 3 this year. I thought those 3 were head and shoulders. It's become a quarterback award, so I'm always looking like Ed Oliver. I was excited about, but he didn't play a lot.
No.
The kid at Bama, Quinnen Williams, was terrific. I thought about him. The running back at Memphis, I thought about him, but I just didn't think it was fair to those 3.
No Mackenzie Milton?
No, I didn't vote for Mackenzie Milton.
Yeah.
I would have considered
But
him.
could have considered.
Yeah. The kid at Memphis, the running back.
He's good.
2000. Yeah, he was terrific.
Very
So,
good.
anyway, what are we doing now?
All right, guys. Well, those 3 guys are getting ready. Oh, well, we can. Wow, that's
we're gonna
a
walk.
great
Oh,
shot.
okay.
Let's walk.
I like that shot.
Wow.
Come on, we
this
got to
is-
hustle up. I
this
got to
po-
go pick up Ty.
This podcast is getting crazy.
My wife's watching right now. She's going to be like, I thought you were going to pick up Ty at 8.
Yeah, you got 11 minutes.
We can blow through this stuff in 11.
Whatever, right?
All right,
All right.
guys, we got some 41 bowl games. We're going to start with 10. Every week, we're going to pick 10.
We're just
new bowl
doing 10
games.
this week.
Just doing
Okay.
10 this week, but we
Thank
got 41
goodness.
in total. We're going to start down there with North Texas
Well,
and
these are
Utah
teams, by the way,
at
that we're
Air Force.
very familiar with. Like some of them, I couldn't tell you if the logo's right or wrong, but I'll try.
Some are cool logos, though.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, Dan. I'm going to take you. Wait a minute.
Are we just picking the winner?
So we're just picking winners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
All
no
right, good. Well, I thought Utah. We're both
Ah,
going
yeah,
to take
Utah.
Utah.
Yeah.
Utah's had a really good year. They went to the Pac-12 championship.
What
Don't know
is-
much about North Texas.
Now listen, Marcel's doing a lot, right?
Yeah.
He rushed this.
Yeah.
But what? Yes, fixed it.
What did he-
Caught it. He caught it. He spelled Louisiana wrong.
Very well done.
I got to tell my
Marcel.
story real quick. Again, another Steve Spurrier story. In the 90s, so we used to go down to
You ever
Gainesville.
talk to anybody else? Is it just
No,
Spurrier?
we used to go down to Gainesville on Media Day on Tuesdays. And we said, hey, Coach, you play in this Southwest Louisiana then. What is a Ragin' Cajun? And he looked at me and he said, a Ragin' Cajun is a Cajun that's raging. I love that guy.
I'm going to go with the Raging Cajuns, and shout out to Steve Spurrier.
Yeah, that's good. I'll go with Tulane just to be fun.
I'm going with Herm, but they're not going to have their great receiver, just so you know. First round pick. He's going to the draft.
But I'm not. I'm going to take Fresno State.
Okay, I like that.
Big game
We're
for
keeping
Fresno.
it opposite.
I'm going to ride with Herm. I'm going to go with Georgia Southern because I like Southern football, and I like the way they're just going to pound it in honor of my Georgia Southern guys who played and are around Jacksonville. I'll pick them.
I'm going to come with you there because I bet they'll be tough to figure out for Eastern Michigan.
They came through for me this year. Stockstill.
Is he coaching in the game?
I don't know.
Satterfield?
The Appy State coach took the Louisville job.
Yeah.
So
Boone, North Carolina. For all you moonshiners, I'm taking App State.
I'll go MTSU.
I love the story here. I'm going to stick with UAB.
Okay, I'm going to take Beef's team because Beef's a big NIU fan, although it has the basketball. I don't know why it says basketball. I don't know what that
Don't
is.
call out Marcel.
Marcel, why does it say basketball
He
here?
just caught it. He didn't catch that until
You didn't catch that one either?
For the record, Northern Illinois is going to play football in this game.
Yes. Okay.
As Techers.
I'm going to take, that's my friend Kirk Morrison's team, so I'm going to take San Diego State.
Morrison's a good guy, but
he loves him as a good guy.
in Athens, not Georgia, but Athens, Ohio.
Close to Ashland.
Not too close.
Who knew?
Beautiful campus,
Yes.
by the way. Pretty good communications program.
Yeah. Peter King and all them boys
King,
went
yeah,
there.
I think they went there.
Dan Edwards went there.
Oh, yeah?
I believe so.
All right. And one last thing for you. I think Halloween, one of the best parties in the country.
There you go.
Any college.
Oh, wow.
All right,
Little
Castley, I'm going to go with your
travel tip.
Bulls.
Yeah, Gasparilla.
Let's do
We're
it.
staying at home. For a
Gasparilla
big
Bowl.
bowl game.
Bad boy Gasparilla Bowl.
All right, I'll come with you.
Yeah.
I'll support you. You've done a nice job producing today.
Thank
So
you.
you got two Jacksonville
hosting.
kids at quarterback. I'm going with Toledo. Sorry, Butch.
Yeah. For the Bradleys, we'll take Toledo.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're playing in the Bahamas. Lucky them.
Yeah, it's not
There
bad.
you
And then
take
you
that
get
bowl
sorry you two who have to go to the Bahamas. You get to go to Idaho for the Potato Bowl. There'll be a lot of French
What are
fries.
you going with? French fries, mashed, or sweet potatoes?
I'm against McElwain, who's at Central. Western's so I'm going to go with Western Michigan to upset BYU.
Yeah, I got BYU.
I think that
I'll
was the
take the chop.
fastest timing we've ever gone through.
It was easier because we have no idea what the point spreads are.
Yes.
That's true. All right. And of course, we have the college football
Look at this
playoffs with the
graphic.
top 4 teams.
Marcel, you worked hard. Dan, we better use these on TV.
That's what I just told them. I
mean-
need these tonight. I'll just throw them up there. I don't care what the heck I'm talking about. I look at this Heisman Trophy graph.
That was good work right there.
Yeah.
That's terrific,
All right,
Marcel.
hey, I'm going to tell you my early prediction. We got a long time before
You like
we do
Notre
this.
Dame. I know you're feeling Notre Dame to upset
the
Clemson.
underdog.
Well, here's the deal. I'm not saying I would take Notre Dame against anybody else. I got a feeling Clemson. Now, Clemson's a team you can argue has played absolutely nobody.
Yeah.
And I got a feeling they're overrated.
Yeah.
So I think I am going to take Notre Dame.
Yeah.
But that's my early look. I got to do more homework on that. And
I'll take Notre Dame to
I would
cover.
love to see. I just like to see something different, so I'd love to see Notre Dame and Oklahoma. I don't know how Alabama loses.
Yeah.
If they didn't lose the other day,
No.
they ain't losing
Ooh,
people.
look at that little fancy.
They're not losing to Oklahoma because Alabama's defense will cut that 58-point explosion to about
Yeah.
17,
But how much are they going to score against them?
as much as they want.
Now, here's the other thing. Is Tua going to return and be good enough in time?
Well, he's got a high ankle sprain, they say, but it's not the same as Jalen. But a high ankle sprain is
That
dicey.
takes 2 weeks.
It's easy.
At least.
At least,
At
yeah,
least.
exactly.
It's dicey. It's dicey.
They'll tape that up.
What do you think?
Shoot that up. Do whatever you got to do.
Longer than
Yeah, it's
two.
usually,
Oh, yeah.
it's usually a 4-week injury, but they've got plenty of time.
I'm talking to Marcel over
By the
there.
way, they'll win with either guy.
Yeah.
It almost doesn't matter.
Yeah, Hurts did really good against Georgia.
I mean, I'd
he
rather
got-
face Hurts. But
I gotta go listen to some Quavo. I got
That's your guy?
yeah, I'm jamming out with Quavo these days. So appreciate you having me. Are we
Drake,
done?
Kendrick.
No,
Yeah.
I'm Quavo.
Who's the other one we said today, Marcel?
Drake.
No, the other one.
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill.
Drake's got it on Meek Mill right now, though. In case
Look at
you
these
don't know.
millennials over here.
Yeah.
And I thought I was the young one. All right, guys.
Dan's living through the kid.
We got a special Saturday and Sunday night change up
I don't like
for
how you're
you. We
laughing
got
at
the
me over
Blitzies
there.
playing instead of Action Sports Jack's Prime Time.
What do we got? The Blitzies this
We got
weekend?
the Blitzies.
Yeah, we got the Blitzies. And by the way,
Not if
Thursday
Stuart
night.
Weber keeps taking days off, we don't got
True.
it.
Thursday night, Reigns playing for a state championship. Saturday night, Mandarin playing for a state championship.
That
Marcel
guy's
Robinson
going.
will be there for
Yeah.
both of those days down in O-Town.
All right, Cello.
Is that what they call
March-
Orlando?
Citrus
O-Town?
Bowl.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
We like the millennial style. All right, guys, that was
that
it
it?
for tonight's
Is that
Take
it?
Your Pick podcast. I believe it was.
Hi, I'm coming to get you if you're watching.
Sorry I'm late.
Dad's on the
Sorry,
way.
Mike.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week for 10 new bowl games.
That one went long.